Hi everybody, welcome back. And today we're going to make pumpkin Yule log. And it's fast and easy to make. You do need both the Vitamix and a dehydrator for this one. And we start with a half a cup of raisins that you've soaked in water for about 15 minutes. Put those in the Vitamix with 4 large dates, also soaked in water, and those are pitted. And then a half a cup of buckwheat groats from your staple stash, or those that you just soaked overnight, or soaked for 15 minutes and left overnight. And then your sunflower seeds, same thing. It's from the staple stash or just soaked overnight. And then a teaspoon of cinnamon and a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg and a half a cup of water. Oh, and my favorite part, a couple slices, thin slices of fresh ginger. About 2½ cups of chopped pumpkin. And that's everything. And then you blend this on high until it's smooth. Start on low and turn it up to high. That's smooth. Then you transfer this to a large bowl. It's like cake batter. Okay. And then you just add 3/4 cup of ground flaxseed. And you add the flaxseed last, because it thickens it, and you don't want the dough to be too thick in the Vitamix. And also you want to stir this in quickly so it won't clump. You see how it thickens pretty fast. Spread this dough onto your tray. And I like to use an offset spatula. It just spreads nicer, easier. Just go all the way to the edges. You put this in your dehydrator at 105 degrees for about 2 hours, and then you test it and see if the teflex will peel away from the dough. And if it will, then you go ahead and remove the teflex, flip over the sheet and remove the teflex, and continue dehydrating for another 8 hours or so. And then you're ready to put the filling in. And here's what the cake looks like after 2 hours in the dehydrator. Then you just take your teflex sheet and flip it over like that. Or you can put another sheet on top and flip it over, whatever is easier for you. And then you just peel the sheet off. You just start peeling it back. You see that? And it just pulls right away. And doing this helps the underside dry faster because it gives it the air it needs to dry. Then you just put this back in the dehydrator for another 8 hours or so. We're going to make the fillings for the Yule log, and to make it you use the Vitamix. We'll put everything in there. We'll start with 2 apples. Just remove the core from the apples. Actually, it's 1 large apple or 2 small apples. And 1 cup of pecans. You don't need to soak pecans. They don't have an enzyme inhibitor. Sunflower seeds that you soaked and sprouted and dehydrated. 8 large dates that you soaked in water for 15 minutes. And 2 teaspoons of vanilla powder. A half a cup of coconut. And that's everything. You blend this until smooth. Takes about 30 seconds. Okay. Start on low and turn it up to high. That's done. And it's nice you add the fruit, then it's not all just a really high nut filling. You've got some fruit in there. Then you take your cake that you dehydrated. This is what it'll look like after it's dry on both sides. Still nice and flexible. Then you just put your filling on top of your cake. Then you start on the long side and roll it. And there's your log. Okay, I'll set it like that to make it look really pretty. Take a little bit of your filling and just dab it about 3-4 places on the log, just a little bit. And then take, where are they? Here we are. Take some leaves, some mint leaves or any edible leaves that you find in your garden, and place them on the log. This just makes it look real pretty. And then put a cranberry in the center of the leaves, and it looks like holly. Isn't that pretty? And tastes so good. I wanted to show you what it looks like when you cut it. So I'm going to cut some, and it's good to use a serrated knife, real sharp serrated. Let's see how it turns out. Isn't it beautiful? That's what it looks like inside. Enjoy!